Do you know the Merkin Man? Ready? Let's go live.
Well, mine's live.
How do I go? Do I go to the left? Swipe to the left?
You don't know by now?
Well, swipe to left to close. Okay. Lost connection. What the hell's going on there?
I don't know.
What in the heck? What? And now you got me sitting at some weird angle here. You're on YouTube? Hi, YouTube. We have 10 people over here on TikTok. How are you? Oh, I'm looking at myself twice. Can I? There's Melanie.
Hi, guys. Dan's here. What's up? What's going on?
Hey, 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 dare dog.
Hello, hello, hello.
That TikTok is telling you to tap that screen. See it? That's a TikTok person. Tap that screen, pick up your Sapporo. Happy mode. Wait till 5 o'clock, 4 minutes. I'm gonna test it, just to make sure it's okay.
I'm already drinking. Hi, Angela. What's going on? Not much. Yes, I'm okay. I'm on Twitter watching. How are you on Twitter watching? Hello, Laura. Having a late dinner. We haven't eaten
Mr. Respect,
yet.
thank you for the flowers.
Hello, hello, hello. Remember to like, thumbs up if you like watching. Thumbs up.
That is Melanie.
That's Melanie.
That's Melanie. On one of our very misinterpreted Zoom things, she's a Zoomie. Things that people don't misunderstand are Zoom. No, the shepherd was not close to Grandpa before he moved in. The shepherd was close to Danielle, and now the damn Grandpa has surpassed me. German shepherds typically, they have their person, and then they might have a second person if that person's not there, and a third person, and so on. And after my daughter moved out, I used to be the second person for that dog. But since my dad moved in, he's taken over as the second person. So like if I'm sitting in my room, my dad's out here, the damn dog will be out here instead of in my room.
Hey,
it happened. The dogs know.
Hi,
they
Tim.
know. Good morning or good evening to everybody. How you doing in London?
Mm-hmm. What's going on? Back again.
5 light beers.
Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are definite YouTube live day, TikTok days.
Mondays,
right?
Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Anything in between is just bonus if we decide to go on.
Bonus or torture, however, whatever you think of it. Could be torture for a lot of people. But we're doing it this way, so it doesn't matter which site you like to go on, YouTube or TikTok. You can, Danielle's on her YouTube and I'm on TikTok. You can find us on both. Isn't that great? Look at that. This face on, too much. Thank you for the hat.
Yes, all the animals do get along. The picture is amazing.
Jojo and Bart don't get along.
No.
And Baxter and the pig have some issues too. Thank you for the hat. Benzo. Ooh, I got a hot pepper.
Well, you have to remember that for as far as like the dogs, Baxter, not a fan of Ed. However,
because he's afraid of Ed. Baxter, Ed scares him. I don't know why.
I forget to read the comments on YouTube. Turtle Mama, I have to learn how to do that and figure it all out.
Yes, Tiny, you can. I love to introduce the animals, and you will meet all the
Chicken
cats.
and the corn, yes.
How did I react when I had a heart attack? If you haven't seen the, obviously you've probably seen it, but it's there. I reacted very differently the night of the heart attack. I totally, downplayed it, and I didn't comprehend the seriousness and the permanent nature of, all of a sudden now, you go from nothing to having heart disease. That's what it's called. When you have a heart attack, you're forever the rest of your life, you have heart disease.
We love the pig, Robin.
It was a very shocking thing. It took a few days for it to sink in, and then I totally flipped my life. Do you know the Merkin Man? Do you know the Merkin Man?
Vic's time for the lips.
The one who lives on Pubic Lane. You guys know what a Merkin is? Just throwing that out there. Vic's time. Let him talk. See, is that me? Sometimes I don't know whether you guys are yelling at me or her. It's okay to yell at her, but if you're I get nervous when I see that.
It's funny they say let him talk, but have I been talking? Just questioning.
See?
Am I talking?
Thank you so much for the love.
Oh, you guys, get more. Kyle, I don't know. It depends on the night, right?
I have lost weight, school bus driver. Thank you for what you do too.
On the market.
That's a very needed profession.
Yes.
And while I'm on here, real quick, but I'll move on quickly. But we are in Alzheimer's Brain Awareness Month, and we are really trying to do our best to use this platform for some good and to raise some money for the National Alzheimer's Association. If you're on TikTok, on my bio, I've changed my link from my website directly to the National Alzheimer's website. And if you have the means and you can do it, I would appreciate it. I would ask you to please, earn yourself a tax deduction while we try and entertain you. It's a tax deductible. Anything you could give to that cause. There are so many people out there so much worse off than what you see on Danielle and I's channel. And I mean desperate people, caregivers that don't have the money, the resources, the brother, the wife, the house to take care of it. They need help. So if you can, we're making it as easy as possible. You know how hard it is for me to figure out how to go in and change a website on a profile. It took me like 45 minutes. I pulled out the rest of my hair. I almost threw my phone through the window, but I did it. I would just ask, and we'll later on tonight, if we get enough things, well, I'll do whatever. I'll sacrifice my liver, like I'll take a shot after so many donations. Whatever we can do, we'll make it happen. Okay, now back to the fun.
You know the trolls are
kill
out
them?
when they're saying, have Danielle be quiet. She never stops talking.
I have a troll. I have a big troll. Actually, she's not a troll. She actually made
Christine.
a full video about me and, accused me of all sorts of
Sorry about your mom, John.
not nice things about my dad and, exploitation and posting embarrassing video, all sorts of things on that video. So I have my own major troll.
Who's that?
That was whoever sent that, thank you so much. My dad is amazing. He really is. Thank you for the rose.
Oh, Jeff, I will. Don't you worry. You think I'm going to stop talking because some freaking troll says not to? Joke's on them.
You ought to try reverse psychology. Tell her to troll and say talk. Thank you so much for the heart. The some of our content is weird. Yeah, it might be weird. That is Melanie. That's a friend of ours from Alabama. She lives in Smooterville. You ever heard of it? As I've said, if you ever saw Sweet Home Alabama, that is who the actual true story is based on, without the whole New York element. She just lived in Alabama and was a school teacher. So other than that, it's same as the movie, with no, plantation. But that's Melanie over there. Melanie.
I'm going to try to dress Melanie up sometimes.
And she's wearing Grandpa's hat.
She's wearing Grandpa's hat right now. She fell today, so I had to readjust her.
Gretch, I'm happy that you
thanks,
found us
Tilly
tonight. Thank you for all the beautiful things on my head.
Oh my God, the heads! I cannot wait for the heads.
We get health insurance through.
Don't worry, I'm good.
We have health insurance. I had it through work, and I think it's California's version of Obamacare. I have lost weight. I'm just trying not to eat as much crap at night. It's simple, and it's working for me. How you doing in Puerto Rico?
No, Monday nights, when we're on the correct schedule, we don't have Grandpa Mondays. And we get him back on Tuesdays.
Melanie can stick in your subconscious. I mean, she's there all the time. You may not even notice her as you're watching us, but when you go to sleep tonight and shut your eyes, that's the face you're going to see.
Yeah.
Right there, Melanie, that's the face you're going to see when you shut your eyes. You won't even know why, but that's why.
Melanie is living in the plants and the court.
Did you we did a fun video. I think it's still up. Yesterday, I haven't put up a new video today on TikTok.
You haven't?
No, but the last one is Danielle and I playing on what we do on the live. So if you are a live fan, you might enjoy today's video. Rick, we can't control what we see, and we've put it there. It's a subliminal message. I'm an expert in subliminal advertising, and we are going to run Melanie for president in 2028. And so we're just exposing her to the world. So if you know, the face looks
Mr.
familiar.
Yo-Yo.
It's comforting when she starts getting on TV.
Junk food.
That's awesome. PJ party. That's, I mean, giving up sugar is if you can do it, I've heard, and I have medical people in my family. That's one of the best things you can do. I am way too weak to give up. I just stopped eating. I eat half of what I used to eat between the hours of 10 and 2 in the morning.
It's very simple.
And I always look younger when I shave, and I shaved before this, so.
You did?
I did. Oh. Can't you tell? I have
I
a weak beard going.
Melanie is winking. She's a flirt, Roger. So just be careful.
Me too, Tiffany.
Be careful for her because she is a flirt. She likes to flirt.
She will flirt. Yeah. And she grows on you.
Roger, Melanie thinks you're
she's taken. I'm sorry, guys. She is married.
She is married.
And although she is fun, and man, you're
Roger's saying
everyone should be jealous
stop flirting, Melanie. He sees.
Yep, she's flirting.
He sees it.
We should get a picture that winks.
Teresa said, "Screw that."
Jordan Melby, we cut soda out of Grandpa's diet, all of it. Diet regular. He used to drink a lot of it. He drinks now water with a little bit of Crystal Light in it
or
for
tea,
flavor,
or
tea or iced tea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She is married. I'm sorry. She is taken.
She's taken.
But she may be open for better offers. I don't know. If you want to send a resume in, I'll forward it to her. And
Melanie, tell
kiss your wife. That's a fair request. I mean, a lot of requests
tell Dave.
We haven't kissed since
out.
the video from today's video. Well, I can't. No, put that thing away.
I have a cut on it. Look at it.
Just no, I can't.
Why?
Just. All right, we kissed. Did that help?
I haven't tongued him in so long, and he didn't even want it. Do you see that? That's what I have to put up with.
Right.
He doesn't want my tongue.
I am constantly fighting her off. I'm fighting her advances off. I almost went and slept on the couch last night because I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, is 3 times not enough for you, for God's sake? I mean, my God.
Did you see his face? That's what we used to touch the tip of our tongues. That was a fun thing.
Grandpa
Thanks, Kels.
did not play football. He might have played for a year. I can't get it out of him.
I haven't had a chance.
I wish his brother was alive. My Uncle Bill, he would have been able to fill me in on all that.
Thank you, Sandy. Please hit the thumbs up button.
The thumbs up on there, and over here, tap.
Everybody saw your face. They saw how disgruntled your face was.
When you kissed
just
me?
Now.
Well, listen. If you saw the video, this is acting. We're in real life.
Look at
we
you.
Can't. We're almost like conjoined twins.
Maybe you should put on a.
We are always touching each other.
Did you see the cowboy hat you just got with the mustache? I'm thinking we need a role play later.
I'm all for that.
There's another one.
Can you? Wow, that's interesting. Are there? I wonder if there's any other good costumes that TikTok will bring us onto that we could role play. I actually.
No.
I do. It's kind of making me uncomfortable because I look better with the hat, and then all of a sudden I'm bald.
No, Kelsey, Mel likes her hat tipped to the side
I would
like
look
that.
decent with hair. Maybe I should.
Melanie, Kelsey's telling me to fix your hat.
Is there any wig?
You need a merkin on your head.
They should have wig things that people can.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting you a merkin, and we're gonna put it on your head.
We're not gonna do that.
We are.
And for anyone who. Do you know? I sang it earlier, Lisa. Do you know the Merkin Man?
Darla, that's good. Darla suggested that we should do a video imitating each other. So you're Danielle and I'm Dan.
Like being you, role play?
Yes.
Oh, I could do that real easy, like right now.
No, but they're saying that we
could
do
it right now. We could be each other.
It's a
right
thing.
Now. How about I'll be you for 5 minutes and you be me?
All right. Hold on. I can't do that unless. Let's see. It's hard.
You're on the spot, but
it's not just that.
I don't know how I replicate that tone.
You can say it.
Okay, well,
what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Just speak. Say what you gotta say.
You know what?
You gotta say what you gotta say.
You do not talk to me. You're not getting any for a month.
What the? You want
a month? You want to go for 2? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Hey, you want shimmy? Let's go. Are you stressed? Are
Look,
you angry?
Is that all you ever think about?
Let's go shimmy.
Look,
I think that's the answer I think that's the answer for everything.
If you want shimmy, you're going to have to learn how to open my love box. And that is just, you have not figured it out after 26 years of marriage. You have not figured out how to open me up.
Love box is called a love tank.
Whatever it is, you have not figured it out.
All I need is shimmy. Screw everything else. Shimmy
I
will
don't
make
work like
everything
that.
better.
I don't work like that. I need you to come in through the other side and open my love shimmy box with do the dishes or vacuum, right? Think about it. Look at the kitchen. Look at this kitchen. It's filthy. I mean, why did you use the big cutting board? The small cutting board is so much easier to clean, and you use the damn big cutting board.
Danielle, I have been sitting
Is this
on my
dishwash?
ass all day.
What is this?
Creating content. I am trying to make a living for this family.
Well, can you clean a damn dish? All right.
Darla, thank
There you go. That's it in a nutshell. We have the voices down quite, but
not yet. But when Dan freaks out, I do the better thing. Get out of the fucking chair. You get out of the chair.
Yeah. I mean,
Dan says shimmy fixes everything.
and it does. It fixes everything.
Dan,
it's the best escape. It's better
Dan's
than
like,
it's better than Sapporo.
I'm like, I'm struggling here. I just was in the yard for 5 hours. I'm doing laundry. I have to do grandpa sheets. I have to do everything. And Dan's like, well, I'm creating content. It makes our money these days. Content.
I have to think about content. You just film my dad. I actually have to think about creating.
I'm trying to make us a living.
And this is the thanks I get. That's it. And then she ruins my videos in the middle of them. I'll be in the middle of a video and something will make her angry.
Sorry.
And she'll just drop and go, whatever. Oh, that's great.
Oh, welcome, Mary.
She is on in the morning, Bobby. She's going to do both YouTube and TikTok when she gets back on TikTok.
So Wednesday is the day that I do both.
Exactly, author Alyssa. She knows.
What?
And oftentimes I am composing, and nobody wants to be.
Lord,
maybe I'm composing a comment for somebody,
no
a very important comment for somebody, and she interrupts me.
Yeah.
That poor person in Iowa who said, "I like watching your dad." I have to respond to that in a way that makes that person in Iowa feel good. And if I get interrupted, who knows what I'm going to say to her in my forward response. I might say something totally wrong.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dan says it fixes everything.
That's true. It does
I don't
fix
work
everything.
that way. A little help from my friends works. A little help from my husband will
She
work.
did a live on her channel, and somebody reported her for like something, gender
inequality.
something really, somebody.
Gender inequality.
TikTok has
I'm
a couple
so
billion users, and
with my genders.
To police that, I know people at TikTok. It's hard. So we get she gets a 5-day ban, and moves to a different channel.
Mel is getting in trouble. Mel, stop your winking. Melanie, control yourself. Dave's not going to be happy.
You know that Danielle is kind of obsessed with Melanie, and lately she's been bringing that picture into bed and putting it between she and I. So I'm laying there, and
Melanie's with us.
And Melanie is sleeping with us.
It's called the threesome.
Yep.
And she winks at me all the time.
You can say that word.
I can't say it?
Nope. I don't know. Maybe you can.
Un, deux, trois. Toi. Voulez-vous avec moi ce soir tonight? No, that's not what I want to say.
Don't talk in French when I can't understand. Don't talk behind my back.
Melanie's trying to take Dan.
Is what real or fake? Melanie is somebody that lives in Alabama.
No, she's real.
She's very real. I talk to her. I see her on the Zoom a lot. Grandpa user is we don't get him back till tomorrow, so that's why we're loose and
Bobby.
There's no stress.
Melanie
no
is
dinner.
not in bed yet. Oh, Stephanie, I'm sorry. You broke your foot? How the frick did you break your foot, Stephanie? I'm waiting for it to move. Sometimes.
Thanks.
So the first night I put it up.
For the Millie.
Which was the other night.
There's Melanie. That's her right there.
She scared the shit out of me in the middle of the night, Mel. Yeah, I went, ah!
Melanie commented on here, so we
She's
know
been commenting.
I haven't seen it. But
Melanie,
somebody
I
did.
apologize. Yes, Andrew took the Porsche.
How you doing now? What?
No. Is it, Coco? No, it's there. He did before. He didn't take
You
it
scared
again.
me. I had.
Melanie, yes, Chloe, it is. Melanie is our friend. You know Chloe. But, hi, Colin. Love you. Hello. Hello. I can't even say your name. Melanie's growing on you. Well, Melanie is going to be part of my center table, my center piece. She is there. I can't move
night,
her.
Mary.
And I can't wait to see what Grandpa does when she's just there tomorrow.
Grandpa has seen her picture before and asks, "Who is that?" I think did she not mistake him for like my mom or something?
His sister.
Or sister, yeah. So Grandpa has seen Melanie's picture.
Oh, shit, Stephanie. Mother clucker.
I didn't get the pig. She got the pig.
I got the pig.
And there's a video. I
Rhonda.
made a poem about the
Miss
pig,
you.
and I was not happy when the pig arrived. I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me? You brought home a pig?" And she literally brought it home.
I did.
And the first words of the poem are, "You didn't."
I did.
And you didn't.
did.
What did it say? It said, "You didn't," and she
don't
said, "Yeah, I did."
But I did.
You didn't? I did. And then it goes on to talk about the first day with the pig.
It did.
And it was
Y'all, I warned him for weeks beforehand.
who takes that seriously? I'm going to go get a pig. Nobody takes that seriously.
Why is Melanie important, Jennifer B, or why am I important? I can tell you why I'm important, and I can also tell you why Melanie's important.
Melanie is a wonderful human being who lives in Alabama.
Danielle, I
and
told you.
all human beings are important.
Butta. Was I right? Fuck Kim K.
Get off the Sid. Oh, sorry, that's on somebody else. Everyone is important. That's Amy. That should be the highlighted comment.
No, Grandpa hasn't ridden on a Tesla.
What? Grandpa doesn't. He's not. He wouldn't know so
Elizabeth,
much
I
what the
love
hype
it.
with electric cars. It was kind of before
Coco's
his.
sleeping on the couch right now.
I'll show you Coco on my channel. Coco to Coco to Coco.
I
You can see
just,
the ears. Get that Coco.
I just
I'm
cleaned.
gonna get that Coco.
No, don't go on the carpet because it's wet. I cleaned my
She heard me.
carpets today, you
You
guys.
heard me.
I
Danielle
cleaned
didn't
my
show you Coco, but I'll show you Coco.
Okay. Oh,
That
big
did the Coco to
sweet
Coco to
chickens.
Coco.
My
Hi, Coco.
pig is fun. You don't realize, hi Tammy.
Coco won't even look at me
You
when I
don't
talk.
realize that my pig is a bougie pig. She doesn't eat chickens. She doesn't eat pumpkins like
She's a
most
meta
pigs
pig.
do. She likes
You got me
pumpkin
cut out of yours.
puree, but she doesn't like anything else.
She is a good pig. I love my pig. And you know, it was Danielle's
I know,
pig, and then
Maria.
she kind
It
of
was
just,
a hard morning.
the pig got difficult, and Danielle's like, "Oh, that pig's too difficult." And then now the pig and me are best friends. And the favorite human being for that
She's
pig is
still
my dad.
mine. She's still mine.
And that
And her
is a
farrier,
true
I
statement.
gotta pay the farrier because she's coming next month. But they need a
That
down
pig, even before my dad
John.
got dementia, sometimes I'd come home from work and my dad would be here, like just sitting out in the back, enjoying himself, and the pig would be sitting right next to him long before dementia.
Derek.
Oh, you look amazing without a hat on
Yeah,
backwards.
the hat goes on in the morning to keep my hair out of my face
What's
just
my
the morning
secret
time.
for this?
for the beauty.
I was born with it. It
John.
just came. My dad, my mom, that's it. I can't, there's no secret.
DNA. It's called DNA.
This face right here.
Isn't he cute?
I know,
Oh,
I got so tired of fighting off the women that I broke my nose so that it curves off to the right, and that's helped a little bit.
Sona, my kids did 4-H.
What is the key
Two of
to
the
a
kids.
long marriage?
Two to the kids. Trust, loyalty, laughter, and agitation.
And a lot of beer.
You just spilled.
It just came out. 'Cause I'm not.
It that's
Roll Tide. That's
I know,
right.
I'm wearing
She's
an Alabama.
Alabama.
This was
Oh,
from
you
my,
are?
This was from my friend Renee on here. She sent me, and I support my friends. Then money maker.
Speaking of support,
Money
sorry,
maker.
every few minutes I have to repeat. It is Alzheimer's Brain Awareness Month. I have the link directly to Alzheimer's on my page now. I took down my own page so it doesn't go to our website. It goes directly to Alzheimer's. And we have a goal. I want to exceed it. I want to beat it and raise the goal. It really is important.
Leslie, are you double fisting?
1 in 3 seniors will die with Alzheimer's. 1 in 3. If you are sitting in a room with 3 or more people, look around. If you give today, if you can find it in your hearts to give, you may be giving to yourself in 20 years or 10 years or 20, 30 years. You're giving to yourself, you're giving to your spouse. Chances are that there's 2/3 possibility that you or your spouse is gonna get Alzheimer's. So
Clinton and my mom died of lung
it's
cancer.
there. And I appreciate all the gifts that people have given me here and are giving us, but from now, I would appreciate it if you would forego giving us and just give to
sorry,
the
Justin.
Alzheimer's Association right now. It's the least we can do for everything that my dad has done for us, both of us, and our channels. If he wasn't here, we wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be talking to 4 people,
Oh, John, I'm sorry.
on wherever, on Facebook. So
Sorry, Sherry.
if you guys, if you enjoy the content, if you've enjoyed watching my dad, I would ask that you return that favor by donating to the National Alzheimer's Association. It is their month. This is their biggest
you
month
for
to raise money, is this month. So they're trying as hard as they can. And in the end, you might be helping yourself. Anyway,
Long
I'll come
Island,
back to
that's
that in a little while.
In a little while.
In a little while.
In a little while, we will be chatting about the
Did
stuff.
TikTok have a meeting with you? TikTok didn't have a meeting with me. I've met a lot of people through TikTok that work for TikTok in the course of attending different events,
Hang in there, girl.
including Mr. Show, the CEO.
John wants
No,
to
my
know
dad has
if
not
you-
passed away. He is still going strong. Grandpa comes back here tomorrow. Sorry, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
John wants to know if you had one food, steak or pizza, for the rest of your life.
Steak or pizza?
Which one would you choose?
Well, that's an easy question. I'll get a pizza and I'll put steak on the pizza. Is that allowed? Because on pizza, you can have any kind of pizza. You could have vegetarian. You could have
Yeah,
the
but
meat
John,
lovers
okay,
pizza.
you didn't
could have.
specify. So, John.
But either way, I would go. I know what you're saying. Even if I could not have steak on the pizza, I would have pizza.
I love steak.
Because pizza has you got tomatoes on there. You got
Lawyers,
cheese.
seriously.
You've got you have carbohydrates
Wait,
in the
did
bread.
somebody ask-
Pizza is
okay,
a full.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, you can almost get all 4 food groups. You do get all 4 food groups in
Blah, blah,
pizza.
blah, blah.
In fact, why don't everyone
Blah,
eat
blah, blah.
pizza every day?
Okay.
Why don't we open a pizza place?
I don't know. But here's the thing. Somebody
not a bad
asked you
idea.
what type of, I forgot. I was getting back. A momentary brain fart. Dan does personal injury, estate planning.
I am not trying to build business.
No, but
on
somebody
here.
asked.
I know. I don't. I'm slowly moving out, and I don't want to. I'm not using this to build. I should have found this like 25 years ago, and wonderful. But right now, I'm not. I don't want to use this to.
Gotta compete with Pizza Bell. Pizza Bell is good, Shauna. Are you in Elk Grove? I love Pizza Bell.
Pizza Bell on Grant Line Road is what I recommend. Or
Pizza Factory.
or
I told
Fat
you, Mama
Mike's.
G.
Fat Mike's.
Mama G Pizza Factory. Jennifer worked there while she was at UC Merced.
Fat Mike's here in Elk Grove is good if you live on the East Elk Grove.
Mary, I don't know if he would be able to do that.
I don't know. I'm not know
know if I
exactly when I'm going to retire, Queen. I'm gonna.
never
What I'm
had a
trying to
list.
do is get it down to
Had that, Kelsey.
my practice down to a size that I can handle competently while I do everything else that I do. And so that's probably close to a break even. As long as I practice, I employ somebody. So I'm,
Shane, we have
that's keeping me going. My daughter's in law school. I don't know what she's going to want to do. So I'm not going to be out of the practice, but I'm maybe in a couple years, at some time at that point, but I'm slowly, I just take old clients that come back and that's about all I need to do. I don't advertise, and I'm not on here to advertise for the law. I'm happy to, if you have a specific question and you need help, you email me.
Somebody just asked, but it would be a complete and utter,
A complete nutter?
a complete nutter
I'm just
butter.
totally lost what you're saying.
Somebody asked a question, but I can't find it. Emily
But it was a complete nutter
retracted
question?
it. I was going to answer her, but then she retracted it.
Oh.
Utterly.
What kind of lawyer? I am a bald lawyer, Indy. And
Hi in the Philippines, Risa.
I've
How are you?
strived to be a
I've
bald
seen you.
lawyer all my career, and I finally
Did it.
got there. It took 20 years, but now I am a completely bald lawyer.
He's only bald on the head. Well, this head.
I wear a merkin. Maybe I wear a head merkin. I don't know.
I want you to get
Holly,
a head
we're
merkin.
doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And we are exactly as we are in the video. By the way, if you think this is real, this
Melanie's
is
here,
not
Dawn.
really
Yep,
us.
she's right
We're
here.
normally
Melanie, say hi. Hey.
we're normally very lovey-dovey. We don't,
This
you know,
guy.
this contention is not real. It's just
What
contrived
contention?
for the
We have
camera.
contention?
And if you want to see how we really are on today's video, we have a. I hope I don't get
contention?
sick. So on today's video, we have the way we really are. Very lovey on my channel. If you can check it out. Hey! I got to go get a Q-tip now.
He's getting
She
COVID
stuck
now.
something in my ear. And now I'm probably going to get swimmer's ear. You watch.
Oh, Christina. He is very concerned. Oh, Emily. If you are over the age of 73 and have to take an RMD from your traditional IRA, you can donate that money to the Alzheimer's Association without having taxes deducted from your donation.
Wow, I did not know that. That's awesome. What she's saying is, if you have an IRA
hold
and
that
you're
against
over a certain age, and I think she said 73, that you're required to take distributions out of your IRA. But if you donate it to a nonprofit like the Alzheimer's Association, you don't have to pay taxes on the money that you take out of your IRA. That's what she's saying. I don't know that to be true. I am repeating what somebody said. This is not legal advice.
Darren, anything.
You can get a tax deduction if you donate to the National Alzheimer's Association, which I would greatly appreciate. Grandpa would appreciate it. Your parents will appreciate it. Your brother will appreciate it. Whoever ends up with Alzheimer's, hopefully they will never have to worry about it because you
Bunny
guys are
says
so
that
generous.
that is fact. Bunny
That
said.
I believe it. I would not have repeated it if I did not believe it was. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about by the language she used. So I do believe it. I'm just saying I haven't verified it.
Bart is a pain in the ass.
Bart's my cat.
So
She doesn't
Bart-
like Bart because Bart likes
Bart
me.
all of a sudden has taken to Dan.
All of a sudden,
All of a sudden.
Bart's always like Bart is our black cat,
Nobody's sunburned. It's just Dan
the best cat in the world.
Ooh, you look really white. Look at that. Are you okay? Look at the lighting.
Me?
Yeah, you look. Everybody's saying you're sunburned, but you're not. You're like really white.
Danielle is wearing 4 gallons of makeup, so that's the problem. And she's such a so adept. Are you wearing any makeup at all?
No.
Okay, but it looks like she's wearing a lot, so that's why I look different. Thank you, Kelsey. That is awesome. Thank you. And if you're
Kelsey
on,
keeps doing it.
that's awesome because I'm not. That's not my channel. If you're on here,
Here,
you
they
saw
don't know.
Elvis. Amy, I am so jealous.
Oh, Amy did. Amy, I haven't looked at she sent me a picture, Amy, an email. Amy, I love you, girl. I haven't gotten to it. I've been very busy.
If Elvis comes around
Dick
here,
Allen,
I will.
Dick, yes, white privilege, 135.5%.
What are you talking about?
Somebody said white privilege, question mark.
White privileged.
We're white privileged.
Elvis?
No. Bonsoir.
Scott, I would give you a ride if you were here. I'd take you for a ride. In my
Oh,
Porsche.
Emily was a banker. That's why she said that. About
Oh yeah, I know. Emily is a banker, and I'm
don't work.
sure that is. I mean, the way she said it, she obviously has some knowledge. So, but always check with your accountant before you do anything major. And I would hope you would only do that if you were, have the means to do it.
You're killing me, dog.
What? I'm killing you?
No, the
Can
dog.
Can I go get another beer?
Yeah, go.
Lisa Marie has just joined the chat. Thank you. Do you have any other?
We're gonna do the eyebrow dye again
on the
raise
telethon
money.
day.
Yeah, to raise
So
money
if we get
for
enough,
Alzheimer's.
if we get enough, I'll not only will I dye them, but I mean I'll shave my eyebrows off if we get.
He said
if
that.
we raise enough.
He said he would shave. He has eyebrows, y'all. So shaving would be a huge thing. So on the Alzheimer's telethon night, he will do whatever you guys need him to do to raise money for the Alzheimer's Fund.
What can we do if we get 10 donations to Alzheimer's? What can we do?
Shh, always hopeful.
What do you guys
Hopefully
wanna
she
see?
doesn't need to see the vet, but if she does, we have a vet that comes to the house.
I will. No, they're not shaved off. They're really there. They're just blonde, and you can't see them. But what do you guys want?
Clinton,
What can
I'm
we
sorry.
do to help you? What would make you donate to
Somebody
the
said
National
get a
Alzheimer's
tattoo.
Association?
He would never get a tattoo. Yes, Tina.
I
Get
mean-
it, girl. Cheers. Melanie says cheers. Melanie, hold on. Melanie wants a drink. Melanie.
A tattoo of Danielle's face.
Hold on. Mel wants a drink.
A tattoo of Danielle's face. I mean, do you guys have anything that's like
Guys,
less
my wine. This
permanent?
Is glass.
What?
Wax them and rip them off. I can do that, Mary.
Oh, I would cannonball in my pool. Now, oh man, the pool is unheated. It would be freezing right
It's
now. That would be a
freezing.
good thing. It's
Dye your
freezing.
eyebrows pink. Somebody wants your eyebrows pink.
Champ,
Get Grandpa a stripper. WTF?
I mean,
What? We
if
can
that
do
was
that.
ethical, if I could think about that question, whether it's ethical to get Grandpa a stripper.
No, Grandpa would not be comfortable with that.
My dad
He would not be
probably,
comfortable with that.
yeah. I mean,
John wants a tattoo with your. He wants you to get a tattoo of not me but Dad
saying the words dad.
or Ed. If Christina Bina says hula hoop singing, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I'll do that right now.
Imagination.
I'll do it, but you got it. Okay.
Kelsey wants me to throw a pie in your face.
Okay. I'm up for all that stuff. I mean, if we get some
Star
donations.
Girls, drunkies.
To
yes.
What?
We just got called drunkies.
Not yet, but we're working on it. We're just buzzies right now. You won't see drunkies for at least another, 40 minutes.
John
and then-
says just Dad.
What?
Just dad. With a heart or just Dad, period?
Does it have to be a permanent or can it be one of those
They want permanent.
things?
Honey hush.
I mean, I will tell you, my dad is against tattoos.
It's fine.
So that would be, but
fine.
I mean, if they, I don't know, they'd have to raise a lot. But if we raise like 10 grand for Alzheimer's, I would
Darren-
get a small tattoo that said dad
No.
or Ed or what could I get?
Go
For realistic, I'm thinking, what would I
Buzzies.
do? What would I could put on there?
Oh,
I would have to, if I got my dad, I would have to put my mom. I would put, maybe I would, if I did it for my dad, I'd have to do it for my mom. So
Emily,
that's
you're
double.
the one. Emily,
Double whatever
Emily
we have
says,
to
I'm
raise.
also the wife of attorney. She's the banker. She's the one who
Oh.
said. She's also, I remember you, Emily. I'm the wife of the attorney who would rather lick a cheese grater than practice family law.
Well, I love that about him. And he'll agree. He would have said the same thing I did.
It is, Darren, July 13th.
A-Man shaves his head. He would do that for, if we got, Andrew
would.
is so awesome. You guys want to hear how awesome my son is? You know,
Scott,
you
thank
got
you.
all this, people deal with all the pressure. His sisters are off in college. Andrew is just
Hi, Dr.
Andrew.
V.
He's a mellow kid. And this is, you know, how much ego. He just came to me, he wanted to talk to me about a business. And I went and he had some golf balls. And this is yesterday.
And I'm going to tell you the weirdest thing after
I-
he says. Yes.
Okay, so
the weirdest thing.
I wasn't want you to cut me off or short circuit my story. So
Short circuit.
I take Andrew we're hitting golf balls, and he wants to talk to me about a business he wants to start. He is so humble, and he made me I just loved it. I said, "What kind of business do you want to start, dude?" And he said, "Well, I want to deliver porta potties to." I want to have a porta potty business and deliver to like construction sites or events. You deliver, you buy the porta potty for $1,000 and then you rent it out for like 10 or 12 bucks a day. And that's what he wanted to talk about. And I was thrown aback at, just
Elizabeth.
how grounded that kid is, especially growing up in this house. And he has cousins that are at, cousin in Berkeley Law School and all these master's degrees. He's content and happy to run a small, simple business and live his life. And he's probably the happiest kid of all of his
He's the
cousins.
happiest kid, period. Even
has-
out of our kids.
Out of our kids, he's clearly the happiest and the nicest to be around. I mean,
Horrible.
Hannah's
I mean,
fine, but she
No, Hannah's
always
fine.
wants, she's so needy.
She's needy.
She is so needy.
She watches, so don't say that.
If she's watching, she knows because she's been on me all day. I mean, and she knows it. And I love you, Hannah. Believe me.
Jennifer,
Wherever.
Brad?
Would you
No.
be watching on Mom's channel or my channel?
Mine.
So, all right, Hannah, I'll talk to my mom to Mom's channel.
Hannah
I'm
would
not,
probably watch this.
I'm not
one.
complaining, Hannah. I love you.
I'm
and
going
your
to tell you,
sister.
and here's the weird thing
But
is that
Andrew is
I've had
humble
dreams
and
over the
amazing.
last 5 years about a delivery
Porta potties.
and
then
having
Mark,
a truck that
and-
delivers
and
porta potties.
Listen to the way my family works. This is Grandpa's family, okay? So I called Mark and I said, dude, Andrew is looking into
darling.
this porta potty business,
great.
and immediately Mark calls back about 45 minutes later. He's just researched the whole damn thing. He's all, well, you got to buy this, this cleaning. You got to buy the thing that cleans the damn porta potties out. So his uncle Mark is going and doing all this research for him just because Andrew wants to to have a porta potty, and now Andrew's talking to Mark. I love my family. I really do. I really do.
Andrew came in. I swear to God, you guys, I have a little bit of something, fruition, ESP, something like that.
Yeah.
Because
Danielle
I
dreamt about porta
this.
potties, so now it all
I've
makes
dreamt
sense.
about, and I've talked to you about it. I'm like,
I
I'm
don't
dreaming
remember.
about. I've said this like
That's
a couple
because
years
you have
ago.
bathroom issues. That might have been when you peed your pants or something. I don't know. Or, we can't talk. People get angry if we talk about poop. But have you ever?
I love
pooped?
fecal
Yeah,
matter.
you did. You did.
I shart all the time.
Why did you say that?
Because it's.
No,
it
I don't
happens.
care what you're putting out public,
I
but
leak,
it kind of
and
grosses me
I
out.
have sharted.
Okay, well, I hope
Many
it's not
times.
very often.
And those of
don't
you who
tell
say,
me if it happens.
Well, I
Don't
told you
tell
that
me.
one time it did happen.
Yeah, you tell me, but I believe that you lie a lot of times to get out of certain things. Oh, I'd love to have sex, but I accidentally shit my pants. You're running out of other excuses, so that's what we're down to. So that's what we're dealing with. I mean, you can only use the headache like 14,000 times before you start to get suspicious. Funny, you have a lot of headaches, but you don't ever take anything for them.
I leak and I shit my pants. I have been known to do that.
Yeah, so for Brandon, or who you after? Nick?
Bosa.
Is
Kaka!
that what you want, Nick?
Kaka.
Really?
Kaka.
I mean-
Nick Bosa is probably sharded as well.
Do you want to go shart in Nick Bosa's Ferrari? Is that what you're saying? I mean, can you imagine that?
if I
You're
drink,
all, dude, sorry.
here's the thing.
Can you imagine
The
trying to
sharding-
clean poop out of like the
hold on.
seams of a Ferrari seat?
Bryce, thank you.
I mean,
Hold on, time out. I had a
Personally-
boyfriend in junior high that his name was Bryce. Anyhow, I have only sharded in extreme drinking situations.
and everybody knows how little you drink. Because we only,
yeah, but
we only drink only really
extreme
sharding? Extreme sharding?
drinking.
I've never done that.
Extreme drinking.
Yeah, never.
Dan claims he's never sharded. I don't ever trust
never
a
sharded.
non-sharder.
I've never
I think
sharded.
anybody who says they haven't sharded is lies.
I have
All
not
lies.
yet. I have not sharded.
See? Hawks shart sometimes.
Look, I peed in the bedroom once, like
You
on the
did
carpet,
pee
but
in the
I did not
you
shart.
peed on our basket of laundry.
Well,
Fresh,
why do you put something that looks
clean
like a porcelain
laundry.
toilet in the bedroom?
Why did you
At
drink
2
a
in the
whole
morning?
bottle of tequila?
That was the night. This is like 20 years ago, guys. So that was after,
Hi,
that was
GP. I love
work
you.
related.
Wednesday. I'm back. Bryce, are you my
Once it
junior-
starts
are
coming
my
out, you may as
seventh-
well just go with
Bryce,
it, right?
are you my 7th grade boyfriend?
Mommy Mo's
Bryce?
never sharded.
I think you lie.
A shart. Here's what I want you to do. You want to know what a
Ivan,
shart
I'm a
is?
sharter.
I want you to go to Taco Bell.
This
I
is
want you
life.
to eat 4 burritos and 2 tacos with
Tina,
the
it
hottest sauce
happens.
they have. And then I want you to wait 4 hours. And then I want you to sit down on the couch and get something that makes you sneeze. But instead of sneezing, you need to plug your nose when you sneeze and go, and you'll know what a shart is. I just plugged my ears up doing that.
I'm just telling you, all my shart stories have had to do with copious amounts of alcohol. And I have a lot of sharding stories, and
Gym
I'm not
boys
afraid,
will work too, social.
I'm not
Absolutely.
afraid to share them.
Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that, man, so much.
You've donated to the sharding
No,
group
he donated to
or
the National Alzheimer's
National
Association. And if you are on TikTok and you'd like to do that, it's really easy because I put the link. It replaced my link. So instead of going to my stuff, you'll go to their stuff. And please do that. And I appreciate the
Shane.
heart. I would appreciate if
Shane,
instead of
I
that,
don't
I'd rather
even-
tonight you give to
It's
the
not humiliating. I just giggle.
to the people
and
who
when
need it.
Andrew had COVID, sorry, Andrew, I love you.
Beverly, it's okay.
He
We
called me from downstairs and he's like, Mom, I think I just sharded.
Miss
Actually,
Beatty,
I
that
did
was
shart.
a cake. I'm a dessert person.
And he's laughing. I said, really, son? He goes, I love you, but I can't. I'm too tired to clean it.
But it happens on walks. And I know that. I know things happen on
I
walks.
apologize.
And we've had to
No,
stop.
no.
She's had to go into
Only
the
pee.
bushes.
I leak from the front and leak from the back at times, but only if
I leak from the front, I leak from the back.
back.
Come on over and have a heart attack. I leak from the front and I leak from the back. Then I went to Africa and I hunted a yak. I mean,
Do they have yaks in Africa?
I don't know where yaks are or if that's a real thing, but
Fuck, we have a yak around the corner.
no, yak?
A yak.
I don't think we have a yak
We have
around the corner.
yaks.
But I mean, somebody who's more talented than me could write a song I
Yeah,
leak
I
from-
will. I'll think.
Do you know the
No.
leaking man?
The leaking woman.
He
She
leaks from the front and leaks from the back.
After a night of copious drinkings, there might be a leak in the back. Just saying. Leak in the back, a leak in the back.
Change those sheets because they're gonna need changing. I mean, I am disgusted right now. If you guys are disgusted, you're not alone. Thank you for whatever was sent, but I'm with you guys. I'm as horrified as
Melanie is
as
my
you guys
centerpiece.
Are. Horrified.
Melanie has become my centerpiece.
Why do you
What? Because I'm showing Melanie. She's gangsta.
She's gangsta.
What's up, word?
Taco Bell will do it every time. Missy, I agree. I mean, I don't leak and I don't shart.
I believe Dan.
Grandpa doesn't have those issues. Well, but I'm
let's
just
not
saying.
talk about that.
I'm saying he does great. My wife, not so much.
I
Melanie
embrace.
scares. She imagine walking out in the middle of the night. You know, you're half asleep, and you go to the
Yak hair?
refrigerator.
Really?
And you got weird
Okay,
lighting,
Elizabeth,
and you
come
get
on over.
you pull out like a little square of cheese, and then you maybe pull out a thing of lunch ham, and you wrap the lunch ham in the thing, and you
By the
start
way,
walking back, and you turn
those
around,
of you
and there's
who
Melanie
say you
right
haven't
there.
Sharded,
Can scare
I
you.
don't believe you.
It could be
You
scary.
can't be my friend. If you have not sharded, you may not be my friend.
I told you how to shart. It's not hard. It's not hard to shart.
You really? I don't think you can be my husband.
Neen, I get it that we've had that in the family, the gastric bypass.
Tracy, yes. But they're not sharding type of things. They're like rockets. They're like
And
little
again,
pebbles that shoot out
it's
of
not
your
funny
ass.
when it really happens. It's not funny if people.
I
are
laugh. Y'all, when it happens to me, I laugh. Never trust a walking fart turd. Look, his name's Turd.
Turd Ferguson. It's a name, right?
But Turd.
It's a common name. It's not.
I
His
have
real name is
IBS
not
too.
Turd.
Well, Kelsey, I think you're lying.
Dan is that the bomb or
Dan the bomb.
Dan the bomb? I think that's good.
I had gas all the time.
I think that's a compliment. Thank you for the bomb. It's not. It is definitely not funny when it's runny, and when it's runny all the way down your thigh, it ain't funny. Or when it starts, especially if you're wearing long
Thigh?
pants and it's
A
coming down,
thigh?
and you're checking like your calf
doesn't
to see if
happen.
it's leaked down there. My God,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I know. We're sharding. Andrew, but it's a weird
How
thing.
am I? Maybe I could.
Oh my God, Lynn, that's funny.
If
The
anybody
farts, the walking
donates
farts.
to
I wanna whine with
Alzheimer's,
Danielle. Come on over.
while you're
I'm
on
fun
here,
whiner.
please
I'm a fun
make
whiner.
sure that I know so I can thank you out loud. And now I'm going to try and read both. So we have.
Ed Sheeran sings that song.
I'm both. Corn, wheat, egg, Olestra. Olestra will do it. Olestra, remember those old Pringles when they came out with Olestra? And if you ate those, man, you eat like a half a tin of those from the Pringles. You know where you're going to be spending the next 4 hours, if you're lucky. Olestra. I mean, I have lost some weight. Just not eating so much crap at night. Brian the Lion, Grease. Yeah, the Grease. It was something. Olestra, I think Olestra's gone. Hi, Middle. I see you over here. Turd Taco Hell. I do love it, though. And I am guilty of, pretty damn good. Grandpa Chase is with Mark till tomorrow. We get him back tomorrow at lunch for another 4-day run. So on Wednesday, hopefully Grandpa will be doing good and he can make an appearance.
I also have an Olean
I'm not ever in danger of getting too skinny, Elizabeth. Thank you. I
No.
wish I was, but unfortunately, next
It's
month,
cyclical. It goes up and it goes down. Literally everything.
just 1 month from now,
What? What?
my cheeks will be out there. I'll be heavier. I can see it right now. I definitely look skinnier than I did last
Well, yeah,
month.
you can always tell the waddle.
Yeah.
When the waddle hangs.
I
it's
really
when you
hate
have-
the waddle, and I hate that word, and I hate that I have
Hold
one.
on, we can tape it. There.
Maybe I get surgery. And
We'll tape it.
Anybody want a waddle? Maybe I can auction it off for Alzheimer's. I'm going to cut my waddle off, and I'm going to put it up for sale. You can hang it on your wall.
On
my
your mantle?
waddle. Yeah, just like this profile of a waddle.
No, it's.
Thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. The gobble gobble. Yeah, I mean, as you get older and skinnier, I think the skinnier you get, the more pronounced the gobble gobble gets.
Nancy, that's funny. He lost some weight,
About
Shane.
that's
He
probably
did.
about 10 pounds. I fluctuate about 10 pounds up, 10 pounds down. And the odd thing is,
Why are you taking over my camera?
I'm sorry. The odd thing is, I look dramatically different. If I gain 10 pounds, I will look much heavier, and people will say, "Hey, man." Even my dad will say,
Oh, Daniel.
"Yeah." I mean, my dad will start commenting like, "You got to do something about that."
He'll look at
my
what he's,
stomach.
He'll look at what he's eating. I'll be like, I don't know if he should eat that.
Yeah, I mean, my dad can be brutal. You don't see it, but yeah, he can be brutal, and so he notices.
Oh,
He
good,
notices
Charlene.
that.
We appreciate that. We are.
My dad's
really-
with Mark right now. We
Look.
get him tomorrow at lunch.
Oh, he didn't even say ouch.
I remember Ally McBeal.
I loved Ally McBeal.
Yep. And who? Was Fish on there?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. What's his name? He's the doctor on Grey's Anatomy. I can't
Thanks,
think
Bryce.
of his name. I loved him.
Bethany, thank you so much. Tell my wife that because she thinks that nobody would ever want me. She tells me that too. She says,
Nobody
"You know
wants
what? If you leave me, you'll get nobody.
Oh my gosh.
You'll
Barry,
be alone.
I have an
with
Lester
your
story.
corn hub in an apartment in the dark,
Mm-hmm.
door dashing with pizza boxes all over, and you're going to be raw from,
Oh my God. When I ate a
That's
whole
me.
can of Olean Pringles
I
ranch,
already talked about that.
Oh, no,
but
I-
not with you particularly, but that's where I did get the information. Do you remember where we were when we ate
no,
those?
not Derek Shepard.
Do you remember where we were when we
Yes,
ate those
on one.
Olean pretzels?
On one.
That's exactly right. You did remember. I'm
did
impressed.
remember.
This is way long ago. Way long ago. And that's where we were. And you ate those. They were, do you remember the flavor?
Ranch. I just said.
Thank God I don't like ranch, or I would have been sitting
I
on the
literally, we had to pull over like three
I
freaking
didn't,
times. I
'cause
started
I
sweating
eat regular
and I was
barbecue.
eating them.
The wife is looking old. I know. Is it time for a new model?
So is the husband. So I don't know why you say the wife is looking old.
Somebody else did. I'm just repeating. It didn't come out of my mouth.
I know.
I would never say that. I just repeated it because somebody said it, and I wanted to make sure that they would know what they're talking about over here.
Yes, user.
'Cause they
Thanks
can't read
for
what's over
noticing
here.
my oldness. I appreciate that. That's very.
At least he didn't say
very,
ancient or like.
very, very nice to point
Thank you,
out
Bryce.
somebody's age.
It's not nice to do that.
Tim, he probably could.
Look, yeah, Tim. That.
Bonsoir.
I mean, that is so. I mean,
Julie.
that happens. So this is
Como
real
se va?
life, right? So I go to DC, and I'm going on TV all over the place, and I'm meeting with people, and I am just busting out of my suit. She packed like my skinny suit, and I'm like.
By the way, you
flopping
packed
around
your.
like this.
By the way, you packed your own.
My
suit.
I couldn't even button the top
By the
thing.
way, I packed everything. But
and there I
his
am,
suit.
busting out of that fucking thing.
Mary,
How
yes.
embarrassing!
Dan
I had to
has
try and make my videos
Dan
where
has had
I'd see
food
where I am,
poisoning.
and then I'd move the video up so you couldn't see
Thanks,
me
Betty. My sweet Betty.
breaking out of the clothes. Jennifer, Grandpa
I'm old,
is.
Shane.
Where do you think he is? He's not here. He's not in this
He's not
house.
here.
He is. He's with Mark today.
And that's okay. You guys are 49.
Hey, Daniel. Nice to
I
meet you
mean,
too.
life is about aging, and you got to age gracefully. You know what I
Or
was watching?
ungracefully, it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna talk about remember what we were watching last night? The Brooke Shields thing on Hulu?
Yeah, that was really interesting.
And we're not done. We have to finish it.
Brooke.
Freaking amazing.
Did you guys see the Blue Lagoon?
Brooke Shields is the most
What is for
beautiful
dinner tonight?
woman.
I have not eaten anything.
I don't know.
I'm going to have a salad
January
and a
is
frozen dinner. Amy's pad thai veggie, and I'm going to
Nathan.
dump that on my salad. The question is, what's
I
for
love
dessert?
it. I love
don't
it,
know what for
Nathan.
dessert is.
I love it, Nathan.
Celeste,
am.
that's
You
total.
saw
I
me.
feel 7 years younger
Has
too.
Dan ever cried on film? No. I bawled all morning. So
On
you
what?
know I'm a true soul.
Have I ever cried on film?
On here, on social media?
Yes.
You did. When?
I mean, I edit out most of it, but sometimes it's. Sometimes when I'm talking about stuff, I cry all the time. Usually at happy stuff or dogs or people helping people. It's
turd,
usually
thank you.
happy stuff that
Can't
gets
say
me.
turd. It's really funny.
Or some poems that I've written, telling some stories.
My son, I cry.
I have cried in
Elizabeth, she is fucking
videos.
beautiful. So if you look, there's a
That's
Hulu.
Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
She's a friend of ours in Alabama.
Oh, sorry. I know. Hey, Mel, I love you. If
I have not cried on a live.
I have cried,
and I would probably walk away. I don't think I would sit and cry on a live.
I did all morning.
Bum, 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 Ozempic. I'm not taking any
No.
pills at all.
She's a great person.
Brooke?
And she's beautiful.
Brooke?
And she's...
And nothing comes between me and my Calvin.
Oh, did you see it? Oh, it's on Netflix. I watched it. I'm watching it on Hulu. And you guys, it's so amazing. Like...
Brad, if you're watching real life on my videos, I am a crier. Not a...
He did cry on that one.
I'm not much, I don't cry like I'm sad cry, but I cry at art. At movies, when dogs die, when something's beautiful, or someone is
poop a
super
lot.
nice. I am affected, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. I do it in front of my kids. I am not ashamed
Not
of
anymore.
it at all. I would. I don't care. I mean, I'm not that. I used to think, oh, I never want to be seen crying, but crying is such an amazing release. I mean, you don't really have anything close to it, and they've done studies that when tears are
Hi, Zell.
really an amazing chemical makeup.
Zelda's here. Say hi.
Hi, Zelda.
She's here.
Oh, hi,
Right
Zelda.
here.
She stayed at our house when we traveled to the
She
wedding.
watches my babies.
And the dog even like the damn Coco even likes her.
No,
better
we didn't
than
cry
me.
at Hannah's graduation. I cried at Hannah's graduation.
We have 2 dogs here. They're just hanging.
She was cum laude.
Baxi!
Cum laude.
Baxi!
Hannah cum laude Salinger.
Baxi!
No, it's good to cry.
Hi, Baxi.
No, he
you are
doesn't
the
ever
good
talk
dog.
about his time at
You're
Mark's.
a
No.
good dog. Well, he doesn't. I mean, Grandpa's not.
do
His memory
cry.
is not set
Corinne,
that way.
I cry at weddings and I cry at childbirths because I think it's so amazing.
And she laughs when I cry. Danielle's not sensitive. She laughs when I cry. In fact, when we go to a movie, like we went to see, what movie was it? A Dog's Life, right? And frickin' the dog dies 8 times in the movie. Well, if I had known that, I would definitely not have gone to see it. Like I would not go see Marley and Me in the theater because I know how that
Thanks,
movie
Christina.
ends. I read the book.
I do too.
I know that it would kill me. So Giving Tree is my favorite book. So we're in there watching A Dog's Life. And I'm so uncomfortable because I know she's not watching the movie.
I'm watching
All she's
him.
doing is waiting for me to cry. So
'Cause
my eyes are watering up, and I'm looking stoically straight forward, and I want to go like that, but I can't do it.
Because he does this weird thing
And
with
then-
his face. So it makes me laugh because he does this.
I look over, to see if she's looking, and she's just watching me because she's waiting so that she can laugh. And I'll turn around and I'll try and do something like, "Do you have any popcorn over there?"
No, but he
Oh,
he
man.
does,
That was-
he does this face and he does this. And then all of a sudden I hear this.
I don't make
You
noise.
do. And all of a sudden you hear this. And then I start laughing.
That's not
So
true.
it keeps me from crying because I'm watching him.
She's laughing when
I
I'm
am.
and the dog, and then the dog goes and dies again. I mean, that's torture. Yeah,
I've questioned myself. on
those
that. Should
things
I have
are
ran?
not crying. They are trying not to be caught crying. Those weird things. The cover up is always worse than the initial act, right?
Dan.
And when me trying not to cry, she finds that funnier than anything. So
Because-
I don't think she knows what happened in the movie, but I watched
I
it.
do because I read it.
No,
But-
I'm not talking about Marley.
Oh.
I'm talking about A Dog's Life.
No, I did that too. But
And then the dog goes and jumps off his back, and he realizes that it's his puppy he had from when he was younger. And my God, people. Don't make a habit of it, Hunter.
I love it. It makes me, because he was never a crier. And now in his old age, he's a boo-hoo, boo-hoo. I mean, I can't say that because I literally cried on my morning live like all morning.
I don't cry about that stuff.
No, I do. Because
just
it
get
really
angry.
makes me sad. Oh my gosh. It makes me sad.
Unpredictable Melissa McCarthy. Is that a movie? I'll have to check it out. I hope it's not impossible to get sriracha because I love that stuff. How you doing in Texas, El Rey? I have not seen the doc
No,
on Helen Keller,
no.
but that is something that always I wondered about. How do you teach that person?
Pigs
And
outside.
Helen Keller, who was blind, deaf,
Mrs.
and mute.
Sound NorCal.
And
Casey.
how people communicate, that's something I like to watch. How you doing in Sacramento, Charlene?
Mary, he says he's never sharded. I have never cleaned any underwear where he has sharded, but he
Well,
says.
first of all, if I ever did shart, the underwear would never be found. I mean, I'm not going to go stick a pair of shitty underwear in your bag and just leave it for you.
Everybody-
I'd put it in a bag, I'd crumple it up, and I would hide it like anybody else who.
honey,
But it's never
really?
happened. I'm just saying
Shit,
that's
I'm
what
sorry.
would happen.
You're not the only one. I have a
literally
really
never
close
happened.
friend who also was. She had to say goodbye to her family. They didn't think she was going to live with the first round of COVID, and she did.
Do you have donations? The Alzheimer's tag is in my bio. It is directly to the National Alzheimer's Association.
Dan can't dance.
And anything you can give is, I would appreciate.
Sorry, Janice.
You might appreciate it more than me. If you get Alzheimer's and I don't, it might help you or your family later or your kids. So do it for your kids. Literally, if you're my age, give to the Alzheimer's Association for your kids because they're the ones who's going to have to take care of you. So it's just like giving money to your kids, I
I'm
think.
a baby. Well, and then
Skid marks, absolutely, Cindy. That's what I remember. Go Nuggets. I'm rooting for the Nuggets.
What's happening?
It's a championship game tonight. I don't know.
Right,
It's
honey.
starting
The first
soon.
time around was horrible.
What are we talking about?
COVID.
Okay, if we could hit the like button, it will bring more people in, and more people can.
Julie,
Give to
I actually
Alzheimer's.
shaved today. There's no happy medium.
Wait.
for-
You shaved what?
Somebody asked how my bush is coming.
You shaved. What's coming?
The bush.
Because I know that you were definitely not shaved this morning. So are you saying you've done it since?
Remember when I came out of the shower today and you said you're hot?
I say that every time you come out of the shower. It's nothing new. Hoping that maybe one day she'll take pity on me. Has it ever happened? No. In fact, I can be more specific. This is most of the shit you hear on here is absolutely just in spirit of fun, but I will share with you, I will breach the confidence and tell you the conversation that we had maybe an hour ago.
I
This is
cried.
the way it was. She came out of the shower. I was on the phone. I looked and I got to go, Zach.
off.
I got off the phone and I looked over and I'm all, you are hot. And then she just kind of gave me a dirty look. And then I said, want to do it? And she said,
Do it.
without even looking at me,
No.
no. That was it. And I went back to my phone and moved on. But that happens 30 times a day, honestly, that exact scenario, minus coming out of the shower. And apparently I didn't even realize,
Happy
because
Jay.
I'm not going to look there, right?
You did. You
That's
were
that's
looking
rude.
there.
No, I
You were looking there.
I was not. I was looking at your face. You looked
No, you
beautiful
were
with
not.
your
You
wet
were looking
hair.
straight
It was so beautiful.
onto the
I was not. I didn't
vision.
even notice. I had no idea.
No, he doesn't charm me. He thinks this is just charming. Him being him.
It is. It is, but she's jaded. Ply her with more liquor. I used to do that. Used to work, Tanya, but now she just gets tired, pissed
Dawn,
off, and
I wanna-
hits her head and goes to bed, and then sharts. So ultimately, it doesn't have the same effect that it did, 20 years ago.
I love talking about fecal matter. It makes me laugh.
Kelly,
Yeah, after a shower, right? Nanny?
clean the whole kitchen and you'll get some. What a crock of shit.
He would never do
That
that.
is a bullshit. That's a crock of shit. I could clean the whole fucking kitchen and then I could go over and say one thing wrong, one syllable out of place, and that's it for the night. It wouldn't matter. I could spend 4 hours cleaning the kitchen. I could go out and buy you the most expensive
You want to
bag.
hear? Hold on, I'm going to tell you something.
This I
you
know.
want to
I've
hear
learned.
the true story?
There's
Dan,
no sure things.
Dan, when he was like, how old
And
were you?
promises are broken
16?
often.
He had a house cleaning service.
Yes, I cleaned houses.
We've been married for 26 years next month. I have never seen any house
I had a window
cleaning-
washing service too.
Right. I've never seen window washing and or house cleaning services from this man in the whole entire
I'm going to tell you, you want to see
relationship.
window washing services? Say, hey, Dan, I just hired some window washers for $800 to come in and clean the windows. 'Cause
It's
that's probably
actually
what it would cost.
more than 800.
I believe it. So if that happened, then you would see, you know what? I can clean windows.
No, because when I hired somebody to clean them, and the one time we've lived here in 17 years, you said, what the fuck? I can clean windows. But yet,
Right.
I have never seen, all you need is,
Right.
what do you need?
Well, you need a squeegee, you need some water, a TSP, and maybe a bag of cloth diapers that you get because they're really good and absorbent. And you need also a
What's the chemical you want?
TSP, I think is what you use. And then you get like a little blade, so you can scrape shit that gets stuck, like bird shit on the
Again.
window, and you scrape it off.
Again,
I did it.
we've had.
I know
How
what
many
I'm
houses
doing.
have we
I'm an
had?
expert.
1, 2, 3 houses we've had in our lifetime together.
3 houses.
And I have never seen him take any effort into doing windows and or cleaning. But yet he will say, I can do that, but has yet to do it.
Do you know how hard it would be to wash the windows? That would be like in this house, that would be from 8 in the morning till 5 at night on ladders and shit. I mean, I fall off ladders. My equilibrium is not good on ladders anymore, unfortunately.
But you used to do
since
it.
I had my heart attack.
But you used to.
What?
This is your equilibrium.
Yes. We are.
Ask me if he's ever done a low wash. Ask me if he's. I don't even think he knows how to work the washer.
I have. Daniel,
No.
you've been gone for extended periods of time,
Yes.
and I have done wash.
No, you
I
have
do.
not. Extended periods of time, like 2 days, and you've done
Listen,
wash?
I grew up in a divorced house. And my mom worked all day long, and then first she was going to school and then worked.
Steve.
And
Steve
I knew
cannot
how
be
to
in a
do my
ladder
own wash.
ever.
And when I was a kid, I was
Steve,
very
ladders are
self-sufficient.
bad.
Cleaning business, window washing business. I did
then
my
you
own
get
laundry.
married and you find somebody who does all the shit for you, and yet you think, well, free pass.
If you didn't do it, I would do
I
it.
haven't done it since our first set of house.
I'm not talking about the windows. I'm talking about the laundry. You're out of the screen. You're so angry.
Because I'm looking at you like you have lost your ever loving mind.
I have not lost any mind.
You have lost it. Ugh.
Yes. Let's see.
So I need a window washer because
John, I need a girlfriend first. But if you can find me a girlfriend that washes windows, Danielle would probably look the other way. She'd probably go, oh, well, that's nice. You wash the windows. I just need to be inspired again. And I got to pee.
Christ.
You got to pee?
No.
I got to pee.
Of course.
All right, so I'm going to check.
In the time that you leave,
Yeah, what's going to happen?
because you're nervous, so you leave because abort mission.
What
so
am I
Dan's
nervous
like window
about?
washing, cleaning. I can't. I gotta leave. I gotta pee. He really doesn't have to pee, but he's
Okay,
doing it
look.
just because.
There's that, right? Look at, and then there's this, which is half gone. So just take a look. Imagine this is my bladder. I mean, my bladder in real life is probably about the size of that can. Do I look fat right now?
Yes.
Never mind. We'll get back to that. I'll leave this here so I don't do too much.
Water and newspaper.
Do you know the muffin?
Oh, the girlfriend? It might help me. Convenience fee. Right. So we used to laugh for the people who, any of my soccer buddies that were on here. So any of the soccer girls that were like, we would always say, oh, deflection, they're tired. They would bend down and start tying their cleats in the middle of the, like, it was like, yeah, we know you're tired. That's Dan. That's Dan. That's Dan. Never knock. Well, share my dad's dad would agree with you. Oh, I gotta stand up because this is like, I'm starting to get a little, No. Savar, yeah, Dan's good at some things. Content. That's his focus. Content. I'm supposed to do content.
Excuse me.
I'm supposed to do lives.
Look.
And I'm supposed to wash
You
windows
can do it.
and clean
You
the house.
you have the ability. You could go do something
Happy birthday,
like,
Sarah.
all you have to do is put on a tight shirt and you get views. I don't have that luxury.
A tight shirt.
Whatever. I'm saying you're
Really?
a woman and you have looks.
Really?
I can't do that.
Content.
I'm a bald man. I
I'm
need to come up
working
with
on
things
content.
that are
Content.
that I have to
Content.
work for my
Content.
content. It doesn't just come naturally, from my body. I have to work for it.
pump.
I have to use my brain,
The pump.
not my body.
I have to use my brain too, not my body. Really?
Yes.
What am I going to show?
Well, I'm saying you could.
What?
You just show your face and people watch.
Oh my gosh. So
They
I
look at me and they go, "Ooh."
happen to be perusing the good old Instagram.
Do you even have an Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I've never seen it.
I was well, I don't do anything on it. The only thing I do is YouTube and TikTok. But the perusing of the Instagram and the women that are on there, camel toes, cleavage.
Thank you,
camel toe.
Kelly.
There was one woman who just literally was just sitting there like this. She bent over and she stood up, and all you saw was camel toe. How was that allowed? How?
Are camels not allowed to be on?
Will I be embarrassed tomorrow? Violet, you must be new because
This
I
is
talk-
nothing, Violet. I mean,
and
you want to
web
see
toast. I
some
love the
embarrassing
web
stuff,
toast.
just wait another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then-
no. Here's the one thing I never am embarrassed about anything I say or do.
Dharma, I have a doctor who's a brother. My oldest brother is a doctor, and he has primary responsibility for my dad's medical decisions. We defer to my brother, who knows what the hell he's doing. So
Deep.
we don't so much
Deep.
have to worry. Although sometimes we've had to make decisions on the spot. But if there's any major decisions, we go to my oldest brother.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to make everybody cry this morning.
Someone asked if
I was
Mark
just
and
in my
I
feels.
get together making medical decisions for my dad, and that's a family. That's a family.
Violet.
Thing.
Wanted to know why if you do your own lives. No, Dan doesn't do much without me. Thanks. Happy. Merry Christmas.
I do my own lives,
Happy New
actually.
Year.
That's not true. I do my own lives. Like if she goes out to the casino and I've got my dad here,
That's the only time
we'll
he does
sit,
it.
and those are beautiful lives. Or sometimes I'll get on to talk, answer questions or something. Not this kind of live, but more of a serious live. And then people don't know what the hell to
Thanks,
expect
Andy.
because they want this and not the serious stuff. But
Ooh, Amy.
Amy, I will.
I'm gonna
And
go pee pee.
I will let Mark know that. I've seen you on here a lot. I know who you are. She's gone again, so I'm just monopolizing. Zimbabwe, thank you for watching from Zimbabwe. And she goes to, I don't gamble. She does. She goes to the Sky Casino here in Elk Grove, or Sky River Casino. Yeah, so people, I did a video on, someone asked about how the heart attack changed me, and I gave a quick view until I got moved on. I did a 10-minute video on YouTube explaining how through the heart attack and how we landed on social media, how I went from, basically full-time in the law back, 5-6 years ago to where we are now. Something interesting's going on over here, but I can't follow it all. That's Melanie. She's a friend of ours from Alabama. Melanie Smooter. How you doing in the Cayman Islands? I do not work full-time, Nana. I do work part-time, but I do not work full-time. Yeah, Oroville's not too far. We pass through it anytime we go up north. Danielle is a call. She graduated with a degree in child development from Sacramento State University. Heart attacks will change you, absolutely. How you doing in Tennessee? Danielle was born in Tennessee. She hails from Nashville. So in Vegas, will I take videos of Grandpa? I don't know. Again, I know that a lot of people like to say we follow him around with a camera, but when I'm in the family situation in DC, I'm sure at some point I'll get content or make it with Danielle. But when I'm with the family and it's a family reunion, if people are comfortable, I just, I don't put that on. If I had a real small channel, it would be easier, but I'm really careful about, I don't want to capture people that may not want to be captured or moments that don't want to be captured. So there'll be some content if I can get it and it works out. I can't say for sure.
You guys, we respect our family. And so, there's a lot of people who don't want to be videoed and,
And this is extended family, so I don't know what they want or what they don't want, and so if anybody who wants to be in, like Danielle, we were at a wedding, right, with her family, and I didn't pull the camera out, I wasn't going to go and take videos, but with individual people, when they wanted to be in them, we had some videos.
On the grind, you're fully mistaken. You're fully mistaken. On the grind says, I don't think he knows the camera is in her space per se. He does know. And if you pay close attention, He looks at the camera and he
Nobody,
smiles.
there's a woman on TikTok, on YouTube, that made a video about our videos. And while her premise is, and I'll take a minute to talk about this, her premise is completely valid. My dad does not have the competency, either legally or, mentally, to give consent to be videotaped. It's just simply a fact. You can't get around it. So when I choose to videotape him, it is upon me to protect my dad. It's all up to me. It all falls on me. If I cross the line, it's on me. If I put something on there that is inappropriate or questions his dignity, it's on me. And this person who was very critical, I don't attack her, because I think you have to be critical of channels like this. I believe that these channels need and deserve more scrutiny because they can't do it for themselves. So I have no problem with people watching and being critical of the videos. Unfortunately, her video was just factually off. She talked about the Zoom, didn't understand it. And ironically, and this kind of makes me feel good, the one video that she thought crossed the line, the one that she talks about in her video, she went back through my channel very carefully, because she found the very first video I ever published that had my dad in it, and it happened to be published on the very first day I got him. And what she does, she's instigating that I publish him. It involved we were on a walk the very first day I got my dad. I'll tell you the story. And we're taking a walk, and at this point, I may have had, a couple. I had barely any TikTok followers. I mean, it was during COVID. I was watching, using TikTok just to watch it and use it. And so I take my dad on a walk the very first day he came to live with us. And as we're walking, it's in the video, my dad, I said, "How are you doing, Dad?" And he goes, "I think I may have pooped a little bit in my pants." And I said, "Oh, well, that's," and what's going on in my head versus what I say are two totally different things. I say, and I think in the video, it's a really good video, because I was not prepared for that. It certainly was not anything that I thought about. It was the very first day, everything's new, and all of a sudden, are you kidding me? You pooped your pants? And I'm dealing with that, and I thought I did a really good job in the video. I thought I handled it great, and that's why the video is still there. That's the very first video I ever posted, and she's, you posted that for views. Well, I had no followers at that time, and I had no idea that anybody would watch. So that premise was wrong. It is, probably the only video that I've ever posted that has anything to do with the bathroom. And it was a good video, but it was the first video I posted of him. And I'm thinking in my head, as this is happening, what in the hell did I get myself into? What am I going to be doing? Holy shit, I just have him here and we already have an accident, right? And so she had to go all the way back to the very first video of my dad. That's the only one that she found that she was talking about. And then she misconceived the Zoom. We have a Zoom that Danielle has a Zoom. We talk to our friends. Melanie's on the Zoom. They're good friends of ours, right? It's nothing to do with my dad. My dad's appeared on the Zoom and since we've done it since Christmas is when it started, maybe twice since Christmas or 3 times, where he walks up. People, and she's saying we have a Zoom set up like monitoring my dad 24 hours a day, and we're charging people to watch it's such a misconceived video. It's so factually inaccurate, although her premise for the video is really valid. And that means that, people that post their parents, scrutiny, because the people can't do it for themselves. So while I like her premise, she,
You want the aim on?
she should be more accurate and better. She'd have done more research about the Zoom. And if the only video that you can find out of hundreds that I post that you take an issue with, or you feel, fits your narrative, is the very first video I ever posted on when I didn't know what the hell I was doing and had 3 followers, if that's the best you can do, then I feel pretty good about the rest of the content on my channel. And I posted on her, go look at my channel. I deserve the scrutiny, but I believe my channel stands up to the scrutiny. That's the story. And that was the video that she, railed upon. The very first video I ever posted with my dad. And it was incredibly personal to me and incredibly relevant to me. And I thought it looked I thought it was a pretty good video. And if I didn't, I would have taken it down already. thanks for you watched the article. You saw the article in the AARP. I have not seen that yet. I've heard a lot about it.
Do you want me to put the game on?
Please.
Where would it be?
I believe it's like ABC or C. Anyone know where's the basketball game? Is that ABC, CBS? Mallory, I don't even think that I wouldn't even describe myself as awesome. ABC. I just do it, right? It's my dad. I just do it. I don't, good, bad. I got my dad living with me because I don't want him in a home because I know he would be miserable and die in a home. So good, bad, indifferent. I'm doing it. Not because I'm on TikTok or because he was in my house. I didn't have a big TikTok account, never even dreamed of it. We're doing it because he's my dad, and I would do the same thing for my mom or my son if he was in an accident, or my daughters or my brother. I mean, that's just the way it is. How are you doing in Pulaski? Danielle has an aunt in Pulaski. Thanks, Denise. And there's one other thing we do, and people, why do you follow? People comment on that video. I think it's disgusting that people follow people around. That they follow them around with the camera. Okay, well, if anyone has watched our channel, and whether you realize it at the time or not, you can go back and look at any video. We have never, ever gone to my dad to make videos. We don't take the camera and go, I need to get a video of my dad today, and go to him. Every video that you see, if you look, you'll see me sitting down in a chair. You can see my socks or my shoes up because my feet are up. He comes to us. That's when we video. We don't go to him to get content. It either comes naturally or it doesn't come. We don't. If I don't have video content of my dad, I don't post content of my dad. You're going to get some stupid thing of me and Danielle, or a poem, or a talk on a walk. If we have good video of my dad, I'll post it. If I don't have anything that I can post, I just simply don't post it. And if anyone who's watched my channel sees it, and I know from the comments on even on her video, there's more support for us than her position. And most of the people that agree with her have never seen the channel. So it is a fine line, and I hope we stay on the right side of that line. And I hope we're doing, whatever negativity or whatever bad we might put out with the channel. I hope that the good just way outweighs it. Hell, no, I know, but I do have to explain it because people are putting that stuff out there, and I don't care about the opinions. I just want them to get the facts right. She mischaracterized our Zoom. She made a thing that made it seem like we have a Zoom on Grandpa 24 hours a day, which is just hogwash bullshit. And then the video that she's complaining about, well, that was the very first video I ever posted, and I'm damn proud of it. The way I handled that situation without any experience, totally shocked. And you can watch the video. It's way back on my channel. You have to go, but it'll be the very first video that has my dad, and that's the video she's talking about. I mean, she makes a whole video complaining about my 2-year-old channel, and the video she picks is the very first one that wasn't even posted when I had an audience. And I wouldn't say she's a troll. I think I don't know what she is.
Just misinformed. People
I think she's also ironically, saying I'm doing this to my dad. Well, guess what she posted? Whose face did she use to get more views than she's ever got in any other video, right? It's hypocritical to post my dad. Here's a sample of the things and bring people in using my dad just to then cut up the whole notion of the channel. It's unfortunate. And by the way, I'm not going to say the name,
Jordan
and I don't
said,
want.
Congratulations on 200.
I don't want anybody to, to be disrespectful to this creator, and I will not say her name, but because her point is valid. The original point of you gotta look at people who post, anybody who can't consent, and that's not just old people posting their parents with Alzheimer's. That's, there's people that have their kids or their siblings who have Down syndrome or autism. And I've seen them. They're very respectful. And I watch a lot of those. They're endearing. But she's saying they don't have consent, and that's true. But you could say the same thing about the Olsen twins,
and your kids when you film them.
Or, Dana Plato or whoever played Willis and Arnold, as child actors, they're dead. They had bad outcomes because of that, and nobody bitches about that. I'm actually making my dad's life better. I'm extending it, right? He's living a better life. It's extended. It's very different, but haters are gonna hate, and anybody who does anything and has any success, they're gonna hate. And I lucked out. My dad handed me what he handed me. It's not. I'm not making any quips about that. I wouldn't be talking to you right now if it wasn't for my dad. I'm lucky. I had my dad gave me this. I don't abuse that, and I don't exploit that. What are you talking about, Will? It's one of my favorite sayings.
And he would be supportive of what you're doing and what we're
Yeah, my family knows that, and you can tell from watching my dad. There's a video.
Shane, thank you.
If my dad could help anyone in his family,
Thanks, Wildly.
he would give away. He'd have his arm amputated if it was going to help somebody in his family.
If he's helping his family, he's happy.
And some people think it's exploitation, and that's fair. That is a totally fair opinion, and it's valid. And I can't say that I'm right over somebody who's wrong. I'm saying there's a lot of people out there that do it. People get specific who they come after. It happens to be people who maybe experience some success because they have a great father like mine. And
welcome.
He gave that. He did that. I don't hide that in any
no, and a lot of people who are dealing with the dementia, Alzheimer's, appreciate what we do because they see the good, the bad, and the in-between, right? They see the good and the bad and the in-between. Ultimately, we are doing it. Not the best all the time, but we're still doing it. He's happy.
He's 91.
He's happy.
And he's happy. He's 91 and happy. And that's really all that matters. Is he happy?
He does. He loves my food.
I don't miss him. I'll get him back tomorrow.
That's good.
I do miss him when I go away. It's kind of weird, because it's a lot of work and it's a lot of just to give you an idea, when you go to bed, when we go to bed, when my dad's in the house, it's like having a baby in the house. I mean, you're going to be getting up and you're going to have broken sleep, and it may be a blowout. He may be out turning off lights. You never know what's going to happen. So it is relaxing when he's at Mark's. We sleep through the night. It's wonderful. But I do, when I'm away from him, even though I do miss him, like when we go away for 4 days and we come back, I miss the dogs and I miss my dad. It's really weird. Just because we live, just because he lives there, you get so used to it. It's just the way it is.
Yes, BJ.
Hardcore, thank you.
And I think so. It is what it is, y'all. I think sometimes doing it is good enough.
Well,
he roams all night long, Caught.
He can roam. He can.
He doesn't miss me ever. Dan can't.
And you know what, User? My dad makes a lot of people's day, right? And a lot of times, I'll put away if I don't have content, I'll go find something, an old video or something, because I'm not going to go make videos of my dad. And it doesn't matter what I put on there. It could just be, my dad and I, and something I think is so ridiculous. It's just us laughing or my dad's laugh. And I put it up. People love to see it. They love to see his progress and what he's doing. It's a godsend. Poems, yes.
I just posted a video on YouTube, and Grandpa, and I think
I've never posted a poem on YouTube.
And I think I did it on TikTok as well when he was watching me. And Mark says, "Well, do you know who that is?" He said, "Well, I know who that is. Do you know who that is?" And he goes, "Well, who is it?" And he said, "Danielle." Always remembers me. Remember that.
TikTok cheating. Yeah, people love my dad. That's absolutely right. And I love my dad. And people think that, like these like this particular creator that, I'm resentful because my dad is responsible for, 80% of the viewers on my channel. I know what people have joined through which videos, right? And my dad is the vast majority. Does that make me jealous of my dad? No, I love my dad. I credit him. I think he's an amazing person to be doing this at 92, and that you can't duplicate or create what he's got, and he keeps doing it over and over. He is an amazing person. Is my mom surprised? Yes. Yes, my mom is shocked. I mean, they go out to eat, and it's inevitable, one or two people always come up to them. And my mom is just sitting there, she can't believe it.
Oh, thanks, Ampa.
He's 91.
Oh, Mary, thank you.
He's 91. He'll be 92.
And I'm telling you guys, he really loves it. I mean, sometimes
he's a ham. My dad's a ham.
Yeah, he does. And
he's
sometimes if you notice, and
where did I get it from him?
But sometimes I think
That's
if
where I
you
get it.
notice, like you look at the videos and he sees the camera and he will perform.
He's talking to the camera, right?
Yeah.
Because he can see himself. Anytime that I'm in the video with my dad, if you watch it, anytime that I'm also in the video, he's watching himself be videotaped, and he knows what is happening. If it's just him, oftentimes, like in that soliloquy that we got, just the best video I've ever got from him, which was just 2 nights ago, I'm holding the camera, and he's not going to know necessarily that I'm videotaping. But anytime it's us together, he's looking into the camera and he's acting a little bit. My he is a ham. And he was my mom told me great stories about him that, they did a 30th birthday party for him. This was before I was born. And it was a surprise party. And my mom brought my dad, whatever it was, they got him to the place, and there was, 100 people in there. And it was totally surprised. He couldn't prepare anything. And my mom said, he got up and gave the most endearing speech off the cuff in front of 100 people. And she's all, people that know him well couldn't even believe that was Ed, for what, it just wasn't the way you would, he is one-on-one or in a small group or with my mom, but when he got up in front of a group of people with nothing prepared, he just killed it. So he is, maybe have something to do with his popularity on here. I don't know what it is, but he is alluring and people like to watch him, and they always have. I'm not afraid, Sauce, of getting Alzheimer's. It is definitely hereditary. How you doing in Oakdale? We've been there many times. But hopefully there's going to be a cure. Give to the American Alzheimer's Association, please. If not, I don't know if I'm going to live long enough to.
I hate when you say that.
I should ask Grandpa to dance with my mom or Danielle. He's an incredibly caring person. Thanks, Fast. I try and be good with my dad because he's my dad.
Uh-oh.
Do I plan to donate his body to science?
Yes.
Tomorrow? No, my dad has a plot, and if somebody, listen, if science wanted my dad's body, I would donate it because my dad would be all over that. If he had organs that were useful, he would donate his organs. My dad made me an organ donor when I got my driver's license. He was, we were filling it out, and what's this, Dad? Yeah, you want to do that. So yes, he would definitely, if he could help somebody by giving of himself, he would always be supportive of that. My dad is a doctor. He is a doctor. He's just not licensed anymore, but he is still a doctor.
Our oven's not working.
What do you mean our oven's not working?
There's a code on it.
It's a code?
There's a code that won't bake.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
All right, well, we'll worry about it off the live.
Well, I was gonna cook dinner.
All right. Your dad donated his body to science. Yeah, I mean, like that is not uncommon among doctors, especially if you're at a medical school. They, every new anatomy class needs a whole ton of cadavers. So, and a lot of those are doctors, believe it or not, because they're the ones who know, and they donate their bodies because they can help teach the next person to save their grandson or their nephew or their niece or whatever. Danielle's making some kind of chicken, but I'm going to have salad is what I'm going to eat for dinner.
Yeah, but we don't have salad.
Oh, we do.
No.
We do.
Very little.
I have my spinach and my carrots to put in the very little salad we have, but I bought that big thing of romaine.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not enough for me and you.
Is there any other heads of lettuce?
No, there's not.
Okay, well, I'll be dying tomorrow of lack of spinach.
We need to go to the grocery.
Yeah, no, and Grandpa will go into doctor mode. Absolutely. I am so sorry, Beers. That is horrific. Danielle's lost both of her parents. It's hard, and especially last week. I am so sorry. I don't know what I'm going to do when that inevitably happens to my mom or my dad. Yeah, fake pages are up. I stopped, if people want to, I can't spend my time policing fake pages, and there's a decel NorCal 4 is fake. And I've notified TikTok, and if they don't take it down, they don't take it down. I apologize, but I can't make them take it down. The guys block me, so I don't see it, I don't know it. It's just, I get emails every day. You go on the comments, if you see decel NorCal 4, go in the comments and start calling the guy out as a fake. You've got a lot of people, and that, people like that commenter, I don't know what they can do with the videos. I guess they only have what I posted, so. I'm not going to call the CEO of TikTok to argue about my own personal account or ask him a favor on my own personal account. I know a lot of other top executives at TikTok as well. I'm not going to, doesn't affect me, and I'm not going to bother them for something so trivial in their lives as, it's a fake account on I'm not a real huge creator for TikTok. I've got a million whatever, but there's people out there that are, they have a million. They don't have time. They don't need to waste their time with me. They're not, they're just, it's not like those videos I've created. They're videos of my dad. And my dad was a podiatrist. And something smells good that she's cooking over there. My mom is like 86. She's about 4 or 5 years younger. Maybe she's 87. She's about 4 or 5 years younger than my dad. Doctor talking about Ozempic for Alzheimer's. I have not heard of that.
Cameras.
We would not, at this point, starting my dad on a new medication would come with a lot of uncertainty. How you doing in New Zealand? We love you there. So I would be really, again, I won't make that decision. I have a brother who's much better qualified to make those kinds of decisions. He can read the studies and he speaks the language, and I stay in my zone.
The lane.
How you doing in Ohio? Yeah, I did go to McGeorge, Mike. My mom never remarried. No, she had a couple of relationships, one not so good, one much better, but she was never going to go through that again. She never married. I know the account from the fake one account. Oh, let me see what that says. Yeah, the fake accounts are what they are. I can't stress over social media fake accounts. It's frustrating. And it's stealing, but again, that's TikTok. So there's a lot of new medications, and those are important for us going forward. My dad is kind of further along in the process. It is hardcore. It is 6:30 here. So I have kids. And I have siblings, lots of them. The fake account blocked you. Yeah, if you're on there telling them, they're probably going to block you. That's the nature of it. It's just sad, but it is what it is. Macaulay, I agree with you, and that makes me feel good. My dad is not deteriorating as fast as I would have thought. We're on 2 years right now. The average stay, and he could have very easily gone into memory care. The average life in a memory care is 7 months, and he's been with us for 2 years. So, and he has definitely declined, but he had like that video that I posted on YouTube, that 5-minute video was just 2 days ago. And you can't see the dementia, if you pick it out, but you can't see, it's nothing like most of the videos I've taken in the last 6 months. He's out there in just an incredible moment. And it was such a beautiful video, especially given the context with, if people watched and they knew what I was going through from my 10-minute video of how I was transferring out of law and the difficulties. And then when I was explaining to my dad and the way he was there for me. It is remarkable. It really is. Complain of hearing music when no music playing. No, but he does have tinnitus, Connie, meaning he said, "What's that sound?" And he hears kind of but he has never complained of hearing music. He did ask me in today's video, did you call me? But I think I caught him, I think he woke up. I have lost a little weight, Mel. I go up and down 10 pounds, and I hope I could keep going down. I'm gonna try, but I typically go up and down in my 10 pounds. What made me get on TikTok? I posted
Pandemic.
poems.
Pandemic.
It was during COVID, and I have some early videos, like pranking Danielle, and I posted my poems back when there were, I didn't really understand it. There were not a lot of, I didn't really understand social media. I was big on Facebook at the time, but it gave me a way to get my poems out, way more than Facebook. On Facebook, I'd get, 20 people would view a poem, right? And I'd put one on TikTok, and hell, I don't know, it got 800 views or something. And to me, that was all the views in the world. So it became my go-to app. And so I started posting poems and started videotaping my life. And then at some point thereafter, my dad came into my house, and when he came to my house, he started showing up in my videos. Because again, I don't go to him, but what comes to me in life gets videoed. And once he came in, after the first video, and he still didn't. My channel didn't blow up with my dad for months after he moved in. It was just normal videos of family life. This is a Sapporo. It's a Japanese beer. Grandpa seems to be doing fine. I've talked to Mark 6 or 7 times today, and I can hear my dad in the background saying, "Hey, Dan, how you doing?" "I'm doing good, Dad. I'll see you tomorrow." 6 or 7 times. That's Melanie. She's a friend of Danielle. She's in our Zoom. She's a good friend of ours. He still wants to take care of his kids. He still wants to contribute. Whether it's carrying in a basket, he wants to contribute, he wants to do anything he can do. I wish he could get his hearing fixed. Whoever you are, it looks like Frogman, or is that a lizard? If it would take about 50% of the stress out of my life if my dad could hear, or if he could tolerate hearing aids. My life would be a lot easier, but unfortunately, the disease sucks. I'm so
thanks,
sorry,
Rebecca.
Mel. 43 is so damn young. I was 51, so I get it.
And my mom died at 53.
And you know what? And when she died, remember, I was thinking, well, at least she made it. She's old. I thought,
Yeah.
when I was like, what was I, 39 or 40? I don't remember how old I was, but I kept thinking, oh, well, she made it to 53. Now I'm 55.
making Trader Joe's orange chicken.
Thanks, Dominic.
Yeah.
I can smell it, so, which means that can't be that long for the Zoom, because I can smell that, or for the TikTok, the Zoom. I think hearing affects dementia, Billy. There is definitely a correlation, and I don't think it is a physical correlation, like, physiologically, if you have this, preconception for hearing loss, that you're going to have Alzheimer's, but I think it's the isolation that hearing loss imposes on people that suffer from it. Oftentimes they shy away from conversations, they don't get involved, they're much less active in community because hearing loss sucks, and I know this from firsthand, because I have hearing loss just like my dad, and I think that isolation contributes to what the statistical correlation that they found between hearing and Alzheimer's. I don't think they're directly, but I think there is a tangential correlation, because it's when you can't hear. Just me, Danielle, you want what? You want what? Never mind. She'll say never mind to me, and she gets frustrated, right? And so I don't want to fight it. I don't want to get up, so I just all right, and I just withdraw a little bit into myself. I'm being a little dramatic, but that's kind of the idea. My dad does have great balance, Grant. I think total hearing loss might help balance, but my dad does hear ambient noises for sure. Grandpa has been in such good spirits, Bailey, and following his surgery, he's in really good spirits.
All followers that send him that stuff.
What? Oh,
Philadelphia stuff.
Yeah, all the far away
It's
places and
horrible.
colleges. My dad was big on education, so everyone who sends like shirts from where they went to school, I always dress them in that. Someone sent me something that the shirt said something like, "The best people in the world produce teachers for children." I've dressed him in that. That's things that he would messages that he would support and agree with. I'm glad people are answering some people on there. He was living alone, Cat Kit. He was living totally alone. And now Mark or I would we would be with him from about noon to 5 o'clock every day. I'll get back to hygiene. We would be with them about every day, and that was about 3 years before he ever moved in. So my dad would spend lunch usually with Mark and I, sometimes Josh at that time if he wasn't too busy, and then he would stay either with me or with Mark, and then he would drive home, or once we took his car, he was still living at home. One of us would drive him home. I think I Ubered him once from my house. I think Andrew drove him a couple times when he got his license, or Mark would take him home. So he did live alone, even without a car, up until he fell. And one day he was like doing this, like we could just see him hurting. And then we explored, and we saw a bruise down here, and we just knew he didn't remember how it happened. And that was the day he moved in with Mark. Yeah, I'm lucky with my siblings for sure. All of them. I mean, they all do everything they can, and they're all supportive. I'm lucked out with that. You guys invest in real estate. I have in the past. I've divested of real estate to help pay for, my step back from the practice after my heart attack. So
hygiene, everybody wants to know hygiene.
I changed my outlook completely. They're not all local. Mark is local. He's the only one real close. And then I have two siblings that live about 45 minutes away in different directions. And then I have two siblings that live about 2 hours away in different directions. So like my brother Dave is he's 2 hours away. But does he contribute? Yeah, every time there's an issue, or we need a prescription or something, that's who we call. And if I'm going to the doctor, that's who I call. And my brother Dave does that same medical stuff for my mom. And my sister, it helps out with my mom a lot. And if she's doing bad, she'll take my mom into her house. So my parents raised some good kids. So she raised kids right. And it was mostly my mom. I'll have to give her the credit more than my dad. It was my mom that did that. I love Oregon Lake. I have some videos from Oregon. I got a buddy who lives up in Portland, and we go out, and I've flown up there, and we travel through Eastern Oregon to Prairie City and Bend and all the different small cities out there. And we drive, have the Painted Hills, and did hikes out there. I really love Oregon. I have lost weight.
Crystal, there's 6 total.
The game is halftime already. Time is flying. All right, so someone let me know when halftime is over. But I need to go back. I need 5 of you to donate to the National Alzheimer's Association. Just 5 of you, please. Let's end this thing. Let's do something good with this channel. I've been on for a long time. 5 of you have been on. Go and give anything. I don't care if it's $5, $10. The link is on my TikTok profile. I put it on. It was hard. So it took me 45 minutes just to get that on because I'm technically inept. Technologically, 150 years. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I got it on just so that it would make it easy for people to give to the National Alzheimer's Association. You would be doing me a favor if you would just give anything. Thank you so much, Rich. $25 from Rich. I appreciate the hell out of that. And you could be helping yourself. You could be giving to yourself. Honestly, 1 in 3 people who die in this country have Alzheimer's. 1 in 3.
Elvie did it. Sweet Elvie did some.
Elvie is a doll. Donated 100. You guys are amazing. You are awesome. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it so much. That is wonderful. You're helping so many people, and it's a tax deduction. I do know Life with Grams. I watch it, and I love the family. Absolutely. And a lot of other very similars that like Life with Grams. If I come across a channel like that, I typically watch, and I've fallen in love usually with all the people.
Oh, sorry, Connor.
Why don't other siblings keep him? That's a great question. So it's rough enough doing it. Having him switch from one house to the next. At some point it becomes impractical. The others do what they can do based on where they are geographically and where they are in life. And all of my siblings contribute as much as they practically can. I have no complaints. And this is not this was my choice. This was Danielle's choice. This was Mark's choice. We chose to do this. if my siblings did not want to participate, it's not on them, right? You have to be all in to do this, right? And there's many people that can't, or for whatever reason, won't do it, can't do it. I don't want to denigrate any of those people. This is a serious decision, and you have to want to do it. And so I don't ever look at my siblings with a
Disdain.
yeah, like, man, you better shut up. I'm the one who's taking care of dad. No, nothing like that comes in. All my family wants the best for him. Okay, hygiene and not wanting to eat. So hygiene is always a difficult one, Melanie, and you just have to be persistent. And however you can coax that person to get into the shower, whatever gets them without arguing, like with my dad, I can sometimes say, will you do it for me? Because Dad, I can't relax until you shower. And I know that if you don't take a shower, I'm just getting my blood pressure's up. Will you please do it? I can get him in. Sometimes I could say with my dad, you smell. I mean, you're upsetting other people. You got to get into the shower. Whatever it takes without arguing, right? You want to get them to do it voluntarily, and you can lie and fib to do that. The important thing, and when they get out of the shower, every time my dad gets out of the shower, no matter what kind of a fight he puts up, he feels good and he's happy and he's thankful. And every time, out of the 200 times or however many times I put him in the shower, you're a good son. And I'm not, that's the word he uses. You're a good son. Usually when I'm drying his back, I think because it feels good. He says it every time. He enjoys it. Thank you so much, Connie. Everybody who gives, I'm going to get a list at the end, and I'm going to make a video. Everyone's name is going to be at the end of this month when this is over. I'm going to, and I'll shout out, I'll call out everybody's name from the Alzheimer's. They'll send me a list. Mark is at home. Are you reading over here? I'm
Yeah,
reading
I
here.
am.
Okay, good.
Well, I'm trying, but you're talking.
We need a
and then I
cure.
forget.
Sorry. You donate on this page right here. If you go to my bio, there is a link directly to the Alzheimer's Association. You hit it, and it will take you. It's like HTTP act//ACT.ALZ.org/go/Salinger. That's the link. That's our link on the Alzheimer's
Thanks,
website.
Bob.
That's how, and the link is directly in my bio if you can go there. And if while you're there, check out a couple of videos, go like something. You can go check out the poop video that lady is so concerned about. I don't understand why no response. Are you talking to me for a question? There's a lot that go by, and sometimes they're hard
Yeah, you
to
guys
see.
have to realize that, like in TikTok right now, we have 1.7 thousand people watching.
Amy, that's right.
Be patient.
That I have it in my head. I've repeated it enough that I have a
Mary, I'm
frickin'
sorry.
web address in my
That's
head.
okay, Crystal. No worries.
She'll be
Thank
on the
you, Lance.
treadmill, Sandra, and I think she's
In
going
the
to do
morning.
the treadmill on both.
So on Wednesday,
TikTok and
I will
YouTube
be
for
doing
all you
both
guys.
when I get my account back.
The
on
link isn't
Wednesday.
working. I checked it, Blondie, on my thing. I pressed it and it worked for me.
why
And if
not?
you
I love
can't,
that.
if it doesn't work, type
Very
in
old-fashioned.
the link. Type it in and you can do it. But I've got to. I have to. I got to eat.
Yeah.
And I got to watch the game. I'm enjoying. You guys have been so great
You guys
tonight.
are
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
I'll see you in the morning for those of you who want to watch me. I will not be on TikTok yet until Wednesday. So follow me on YouTube, Mrs. DCell NorCal, or Danielle Salinger, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Wednesday, I will do both accounts. So love you guys. We appreciate the participation and the support as always.
You guys are awesome, and you can give even after it ends. Remember, you're giving to yourself in the end. 1 in 3 people will get Alzheimer's. Thank you so much.